Hey collective, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Like, share, and subscribe. So today I want to happy 4/4, happy portal day. Oh, let me tell y'all the time. I heard da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na. So it's 8:11 a.m. and it's May 4th, 2026. Okay? It's 8:11 a.m. So something about 11:8. Okay, so November could be November could be specific. All right, I don't know if you're finally strong enough to receive some type of information or what, but spirit is I feel like you guys are able to receive something now with this 8 card. Some type of completion, evolving technology. But yeah, let's see what we get for the collective. How y'all feeling? Somebody could have hit y'all up on like in your DMs, and they could have low key freaked you out because they could look like your baby daddy, but it's not your baby daddy. Crazy work. Yup, look. But yeah. I hope you guys slept well. You know, I've been up since top of the AM, honey. Yeah. You could have like went outside your house last night and somebody was sitting off in the cut in your parking garage, and from New Jersey, they had New Jersey plates and they were sitting there, and as soon as they saw you, they just backed up and left. So bitch, I don't know what y'all got going on. I heard da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na. All right, spirit, what portal door what sacred soul portal is the collective going through today on this 4/4 portal? Ooh, perspective, triangle energy. Okay. Mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and spirit. Perspective, talking to others and getting out of your bubble will help you see things differently. Yeah. Something about a stage. You could be going to like a conference or something. Or this could even be like a presentation or a final or something of the sort. Maybe you're doing an argumentative piece or something like that. I used to love doing those in school. Yeah, something about a frame, or maybe this could be some like geometrics. This could be like even an art piece of some sort. Okay. This could even be like an eye exam. Maybe some of you guys are getting laser surgery. This could even be like an AI. Maybe you named your AI. You know what I'm saying? Because it looked like a head to me. Okay. Something about a pyramid. This could be like a pyramid scheme. Maybe you can see through stuff like that. Maybe you've been, you know, you visited Egypt recently. Yeah. Expect the unexpected, especially with that Uranus. Yeah, good fortune is on the horizon. You're about to go through some type of new door. Okay. And this could be you. You might have been spiraling for a very long time and just didn't know how you were going to like catch your footing. But I feel like you're safe. I heard safe. I also heard, I think it said, are you ready? Or it's over, are you ready? Something like that. Yeah, Stargate. So y'all definitely going through some type of new doors, and these are doors here. Allow yourself to take some time to contemplate your next move in a safe space. And in the reading that I did, that I'm gonna up, like it's supposed to go out at 4, I'm gonna put it out early. This is spiraling. I feel like you guys are finally able to kind of like woo-saw. And it's funny because yesterday I said something about EVICT, so y'all could have been going through that. And remember, I told y'all back in that What the F reading, I said there is an attack on the divine feminine, right? There's an attack on the divine feminine, because I'm seeing a lot of old, but you know how the computer be, the TV be watching you, so everything you say, it'll come up on your stuff. I mean, spirit could do it too, but majority of the time it's them friggin' listening, but holding space, strong power. But it came across the timeline, and it was like 11 hours ago, and I'm like, when did I do my reading? And it was saying how women are being EVICT. And my whole thing is, I'm not saying that you should not look good when you are going through your issues, right? And if you had already had these things, cool. But there's no reason why you should be homeless, and it's just my opinion, why you should be homeless, but your fucking nails are done. I mean, fresh. Your hair is done, fresh, new lace, long, HD, whatever. You just, you know what I'm saying? You should be getting new tattoos. I never understood that. And I used to see a lot of girls on here do that. And I used to just be like, damn, what are they gonna do when the shit go, like, what are they gonna do? You know? Are they gonna bank on their community to always be there? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like somebody just keep putting themselves like deeper and deeper into something, you know? And then waiting for the other shoe to drop, in a sense. Yeah, ascending. It's like spirit's trying to help you elevate. Are you going to answer the call? Are you going to open the door? Are you going to see what we're trying to put down? That's what I heard. Okay, let's read these other ones. So, New World. There's a whole lot of fresh opportunities awaiting you if you just take it. And a lot of these people don't want to work. And granted, the job market is bad. But, bitch, if you about to be put out, you're going to make do. You're going to go work 2-3 jobs if you're able, especially if you ain't got no kids. But there's no reason why you should just keep consistently having kids. Especially with your homeboy in there, in office. Oh, y'all fucked up. Good fortune, abundance, and prosperity are flowing into your life now. Open your arms to receive. Expect the unexpected. Life takes some twists and turns, so hold on for the ride. The results may surprise you, yeah. But you have to change your perspective. You have to change how you're looking at something. Confirmation. Something about cleansing and clearing. Okay? Something about a pyramid scheme. You could have even like invested some money into something and it didn't work out, you know? This is the divine door. So let's see what door you guys are walking through for this portal. But you have to change your perspective first, you know? I keep hearing that. I don't know what that's from. Some of y'all, that's what I'm saying. Some of y'all pride be too high. Y'all don't want to get up and go work. Y'all don't want to clean. Y'all feel like y'all chosen, so I'm too good to, you know what I'm saying? Silent skill. I challenge you to unpack your mind in meditation Grace, 101 on the 10:01 on the clock. Grace, the soul can unwind. Breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt. Yeah, you could be looking at something all wrong. And if you created your reality, which we all know to be true, you are creating these things. You could be born 10/18. Okay, October 18 could be significant. You could be a Libra. Yeah, birth. Something is Spirit's trying to help you birth something. But are you gonna heed the call? Something about earrings. I'm about to say triangle. Diamond earrings. But they could be triangle. Because it's given like a head. She got hoops. This is her neck. This her body. Okay. I heard somebody is one-dimensional. Damn, what the fuck? And maybe there's skills like, I'm seeing the Hermit card, and it's like confirmation. I heard the horn. I feel like you could have a lot of hidden talent and you're just not tapping in, you know? Or maybe something is going on with your eyes, your nervous system. Maybe there's something off with your equilibrium, or you could be having some type of vision problems or pressure around your eyes or pressure around your third eye. Maybe your third eye is opening and maybe it's scaring you, so you kind of withdrew. Because I remember when I first started on my journey and I was talking to this lady, she said some wicked shit to me, son, and I was like, what the fuck? Yo. And I just like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm not doing it no more. She scared the dog doodle out of me. You hear me? Microwave, stairs, and bath. So something could be all about timing, okay, for you to get some type of results. Maybe you wanted some type of quick fix, and with that whole pyramid scheme, maybe you jumped into something and lost out big on a big investment. I'm seeing the real estate in these cards here. I don't know where they are, child. But I'm seeing the real estate in those little small cars. They smaller than these, but I'm seeing that. So timing, efficiency, results. Timing is right for quick results. Use efficiency quickly. So you might have made a move too quick and something did not, you know what I'm saying? Something could have tumbled hard and then you had to start over, okay? Yeah, hammer. You might have thought something was solid and set in steel, but yeah, you're getting the clarity that something was not positioned right. Okay, let's see what come out. Yeah, you have to cut something off, cut something out, get some type of clarity. Say something, speak something, think about something, or maybe you're being more strategic. Nursery room, first aid kit. So yeah, this could have been something that had to do with a child. Maybe your inner child wounding. Yeah, you have to find that, tap back in with that. Some of you could even be like hypotherapist. Didn't I say something about maid? Some of y'all might have to go get a maid position, a cleaning position. Okay, some of you guys could be maids and want to level up, but maybe you don't feel safe. Believe in your own magic. What else, Spirit? Dining room, balance and enjoyment. Savor slowly. Stop before full. What the hell? Savor slowly. Stop before full. True satisfaction comes from awareness. Yeah, I feel like you need to just take a step back. You know, try to figure out like what you're really, really good at, what you're really, really passionate about. Okay? Because I was looking at some memories in my phone. And I'm like, oh shit, I did that. Oh shit, I worked here. Like, I worked a lot of jobs. I've been working since I was 14. My first job ever was the library. I was a nerd. I loved books. I did. But then life started lifing, and then I don't know, things just changed. Influences and just trying to find yourself, balance and enjoyment. Yeah, so I feel like some of you could just be taking a step to just sit down and process. We don't have dinners anymore. Everybody take their food and go to their room, or nobody sits at the table and discuss their day. So maybe that's what you're trying to figure out. Maybe you're having like a powwow or something. Okay? Confirmation. Maybe you're starting like a book club. That's exciting. Starting a book club. Maybe you have like a secret room in your home. You could be like a designer, or maybe you do a lot of consultations. Okay, because this look like there's a setup. So maybe you can do like maybe you do events, or you could rent out a space where people could come and meet. Have a little, how it goes sometimes, where you just want a little space or a room to have like a meeting, or do all your interviews, or just use it as your office space. You might rent it out. I had a friend who had that. He was gonna open up like this. He was gonna rent out this space in Brooklyn, and he was like, I want you to be like the manager. I'm like, what do I need to be the manager for? Like, he's like, just go down there and open it up and make sure the people they come and they can get into the building and stuff like that. But I was going through my own stuff. I couldn't do that. You know how he needed me to do it. So I feel like you want to do something more, but other people might be trying to box you in. Something about a horseshoe. That dog has been barking since last night. He said, hey. Yeah, that dog has been barking. So something about loyalty. Okay, maybe you had put your trust in a lot of people who you thought had your back, and they disappointed you every chance they got. But you can't let that change who you are. You can't silence what you have going on, or who maybe you had a product and it didn't go how it needed to go. It didn't take off how you thought you launched it, and it didn't launch how you needed it to launch. It's okay. Stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? Stuff is gonna happen all the time. Let me see. What deck do I want to use? Things ain't gonna always go how you want it to go. Let's look at your career. But I feel like you have many skills. You could even be like an optometrist, or maybe your third eye is opening to these silent skills. Or maybe that's your skill, to be fucking silent. Be an observer. Ooh, bitch. Be an observer, okay? Maybe you can help people see. Yeah, look, maybe you can help people see what needs to be healed and what needs to be shed. But maybe you're fucking scared of your own gifts. Because I told you when I first started, yeah, everything is about timing. You know what I'm saying? Everything is about timing. Maybe you're tired of drama. Yeah, I'm telling you, rewards are here. Limitations when it comes to how you're supposed to be rewarded. I hope this makes sense, child. Yeah, you could be reflecting. You might have seen how some positions you could have turned down that could have been really beneficial. Yeah, up and down. You needed to be more flexible. Because I know a lot of, like, for me to say that whole thing about the EVICTIOM, a lot of these women, they don't want to work. They do not want to work. And I'm like, how? How do you not work? I can understand if you have like a disability or injury or something, go to Social Security. But how you expect to be wealthy and gain anything if you don't put in the work? You know what I'm saying? I've been working since I was 14. Many different signs and synchronicities. Spirit could be guiding you, for me to say the whole thing about the TV and certain things popping up. They will guide you to trigger certain little things to do, you know, or look into it. But the minute one thing happens, you shy away. You want to go into hiding and shit. Yeah, you want to save face. Like, listen, I wouldn't care. Look at me on my channel. I'm starting a new channel. I know it's going to take time to build it up. You think I feel bad because I only got 12 views or 7 views? No, it's the 7 motherfuckers that needed to see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You getting the signs that things are moving on up, and that is what this arrow could be telling you. Like, it's up from here. You have a set of skills that you really need to sit down and work through. Okay? It's time for you to start enjoying yourself, loving on yourself, 2121, and being happy with who you are. And I feel like a lot of y'all were in a period of invisibility, right? Y'all weren't being seen or felt or heard, which was good because that helped you to really do a lot of self-reflection and really hone in on who it is that you want to be and how you want to show up. You know what I'm saying? Good shit, bitch. Good shit. And that could be it too. You might have been loyal to a lot of folk and they felt like they could run all over you because that fucking dog is barking like a motherfucker. It's too early. Why he so mad? 22:01. He probably like, motherfucker, I told you I had to go to the bathroom. You want to be taking all long and shit? Man, listen. Yeah, saving face. I heard if I was a boy. So there could be a dog who wished that. Dogs can talk. They are like humans in animal form. Yeah, saving face. The current situation is a means to an end. You are making an uncertain voyage to a new world. Enjoy the discoveries you come across. You know, let me tell you, I would have never thought that I would have been on somebody YouTube talking to y'all, showing my face in my house, in my bed, or any of that. Never. When my daughter used to talk about she gonna start a YouTube, I'm like, girl, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, be careful because they niggas be stalking. You know what I'm saying? And now that I think about it, I'm like, I hope I didn't discourage her. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we say stuff and we don't even consciously realize that we can be putting doubt and fear into people. And it's so funny because you know how we watch tarot and stuff and it's like, oh, yo, your family is the one who's been doing it. Granted, yeah, but not every time. Some of them don't even consciously know they're doing it. It's just, you know what I'm saying, some type of ancestral pain that they are, you know, that judging up into you that cause you to be scared to step out on faith, you know? So, yeah, and I feel like this whole tarot shit, it have a lot of people fucked up because if you're not really, really in tune and ready to go on that fool's journey, you'll be all over the fucking place. Whichever the way wind blow, every message you see, you think is for you. You see what I'm saying? Short term, long term. You just be in the fucking in between, just not knowing what's going on. So I feel like a lot of y'all are. This could even be y'all just sitting down, if it's not like therapy, and just writing down what you want, what you desire, what you want to manifest, how you want to move. You know? See? What's next? And you could even came up on something, child. Offerings. Make some offerings to your ancestors and talk to them. They're your best counsel. Yeah. Maybe you're gonna go back to school. I was about to say maybe you're gonna, You came up on something and you trying to make plans and how you can do it. And maybe you want to do something, but you might want to be anonymous. I love shit like that. I love stuff like that because a lot of times people be having stuff out there and you would never know that it's theirs. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just like if you won the lotto and you had a business, you could claim it underneath your business name. Nobody will ever know it was you. You see what I'm saying? Unless they're gonna run the whole business down. But that's what you have a you know what I'm saying, an agent for that can get all that correspondence and mail and shit. So you can be incognito. So maybe you're gonna start something like that. So you need to make offerings to your ancestors. Yeah, maybe they need to help you cut some type of tie or some type of blockage. Or, you know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody try to, I heard line you up. Ooh, bitch, 2555. Yeah, wish come true. Daffodils, saving face. So something could be going on. Maybe you do like face creams. Maybe you launching like a beauty bar or something like that. Maybe you're opening a like little small, like little salon. Maybe you do facials and hair and, you know, all that good stuff. Eye care, lashes. Maybe you do lashes. You know what I'm saying? You could do lashes. You could do 3D lashes. I don't even know how that shit work, girl. I don't know. I have no... Me and lashes are not friends. I touch my face too much. That's why I told you I don't even wear makeup because it's just too much. I be rubbing my motherfucking eye. Be forgetting at the party all of this black eyeliner. Like, child, it just be too much. And I love how it look on other people. Like, I love how it look on me too, but I be forgetting that it's on my face and half be off, half be on. So that's what's up. Maybe you're helping people with skincare regimens. Maybe you do facials, okay? Maybe you're going to start doing that outside your home. Maybe you're going to tap into all the skills because you might be tired of this up and down. You know what I'm saying? All right, what's going on with your career? So we got you a portal, we got you a door, and we got what's going on within home. So maybe you're going to fix up a dining room and make it like your office. Because what do we really need a dining room for and we have a kitchen? So I'm saying, just too much shit for no reason. And that's the problem. We have too many options where we, you know what I'm saying? We be so indecisive. But if we were limited, and I'm not saying it to be limited, but I feel like we need to just be more grateful for what we have than being ungrateful for all of what, you know what I'm saying? All of the shit we have and don't need. And that's why people be so quick to get up and leave a relationship because they have so many options, or leave a job because, oh, I could just go get another one. You ever notice when you somewhere and you be like, oh, I can't wait to get up out of here. I can't wait to move. And then when you move, you be like, damn, I miss my place. You know what I'm saying? For real. Because when I used to live up top and I used to be like, damn, I can't wait to move from this fucking building. Like, ooh, I can't stand these fucking people. Like, it was just a mess. Then we had the flood and we had to go stay in the hotel. I'd be like, damn, I wish you know what I'm saying? Wish I didn't just keep being so ungrateful. And it's the same way when I got here and I'm just like, oh, I want to go. I'm ready to go. And then I had to take a step back like, girl, there's a lot of people who wish, confirmation, who wish they had your apartment. Who wish, and you have it, more than enough space. You can do whatever you want. Nobody bother you. You're safe. You have security. You have cameras. Like, you're good. Nobody bothers you. What are you rushing to leave for? You see what I'm saying? So I had to really because you don't know where you're going to go next. You might think that you're going someplace absolutely amazing, extraordinary, but you don't know who a pedo, who a KILLR, who is a scammer, who is a serial dater. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, you don't know if the next school your kid is going to be BULLY. So it's just a lot to process and think about. And I feel like you guys are doing that. And maybe you just need to change your perspective. Maybe you're just fear-based. Maybe you're real scary. And it keeps you hidden. It keeps you invisible, or it keeps you like recluse. But no, you were supposed to be in a power position. You're keeping yourself trapped from all these new beginnings. Opportunity awaits. It's time for you to move up. The rewards are just sitting there waiting for you to come and get it. Okay? A star is born. You have a lot of wisdom and knowledge that you're hiding. A lot of investments. Okay? Maybe you were supposed to, Spirit gave you a number. You was, oh, but I don't gamble, or I only have $10. What if I spend the $10 and then I need bus fare? And we told you to do something. You're not doing it. Yeah, you're not taking the steps. And look, this is how you're going to be locked out from all the you know how much money is about to be made out there. My sister went to China, Tokyo, Japan. She did like an Asian tour with her company. Okay? She worked with a lot of global investments. She worked at a banking firm, Credit Suisse First Boston in Manhattan. She's, you know, everybody got packages to live for the next 20 to 30 years. She went and bought her a nice house, and then she was doing a lot of international things, right? She would set up websites. She would coach people on business. Like, she was that girl, okay? And she told me they were giving her $1 million when she came back to open up a school. Signs keep coming out, so I'm going to keep it. $1 million to open up a school for exchange students. And my sister was so hyped. She was like, I would love for you to come and work because I'm a chef to cook the food. You know what I'm saying? My mom is a teacher. Come in and do whatever she could do. My mom did a major in psychology, and she has a minor in teaching. Easy. Okay? We had it. I'm telling you, but there was these two women who did not want to see my sister flourish. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what happened, but all we know is, look, all we know is my sister was over there for like a month to almost 2 months, month and a half. My sister came back, I think November, and she was dead by February. Okay? So, listen. And when them bitches came to the funeral, they were scared. I'm telling you, you can tell when people are grieving and they're just sad. And then you can tell when people are worried. And bitch, I walked through the only place I didn't walk through, I did go into that little room. Okay? Where everybody was sitting. And I just put the music on. I kind of skimmed it, but those people weren't of importance for me to fully acknowledge. And I came out the door and I scanned everybody. I went all around the room, back to the head of her coffin, and then I sat down. There was this lady across from me. She had a broke leg. And that bitch had her eyes on me like she was trying to read into my soul. Read into my soul. And I sat there and I was just talking to myself. It wasn't like praying, but I was talking. And then my mom on the left side crying. No, my auntie Cutie on the left side crying, and my mom on this side crying. My kids are sitting there. It was just like surreal. But there were specific motherfuckers, and they were right across from me. And them bitches was nervous. They just kept looking at me. And then that one for 34, 44, and that one fucking lady, they were just looking at me like they were worried. Like they were worried. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you could have some gifts and you could know some shit. Okay? And don't wait, because time wait for nobody. My sister had everything ready. She's like, Kalina, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Boom, bang, bang. You got this going on. She was like, we're trying to be millionaires by the end of the next year. We're giving ourselves a year. Because she came back November. It's 7:16 on my clock, so 7/7 could be significant. Time to put yourself out there, roll the dice. Some of y'all need to go back and check. I don't know if you could, but pictures, notes for the past. My sister's been gone, what, 8 years? 2026, 2018. It's going to be 10 years. So you might, if you can go back and check the past 10 years, I feel like something might trigger for you guys. You might see something that you could have been, it could have been dormant, but the signs were already there. These could be picture frames, cups, something about a chair, or look at a picture, maybe dinner, go back like Thanksgiving, Christmas, birthdays. Go back and look at something. Something is significant about the face, because we have the face here with the nose, the head. Okay, and look, the same thing here. Maybe the head, the eyes. Yeah, maybe you put on dinners or something. You could be a cook. Maybe you put on parties. Maybe you could be an event planner. Okay, you could have multiple businesses. You could be the event planner, but then you could be the makeup artist as well. You could be the caterer. Maybe you do all things, or you have a set of skills that you can really put to use. It's like you've been sleeping on yourself. It says signs. You are putting together pieces of the puzzle from signs you are getting. Pay attention to the coincidence you experience. And they say nothing is a coincidence. And didn't I come here and I said something about pyramids, Egypt? Maybe some of y'all traveled to Egypt and y'all need to go back and look at the picture for me to say the whole thing about my sister and when she went to Asia. Maybe some of y'all want to move to Egypt. This is your confirmation. Start looking into it. Look how you could utilize your skills over there. And remember, I said my mother was a teacher. So maybe you guys can teach English, because you know a lot of the countries over there, a lot of people go over there to teach that. So tap the fuck in, nigga. You sitting here silent. Maybe you are homeless or about to be, and you trying to, you better pivot. You better pivot. It's going to be too hot to be sleeping in nobody's car or trying to ask people to catch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could be a chef. Maybe you could open up because, bitch, I cannot make it up. Pyramid again. So Egypt could be significant. Or you might want to move somewhere where there are pyramids. Or something about a dietitian. This is giving me like the nutritional balance. You know how they have, you know what I'm saying? Like the things you could eat to make sure you get your levels. Yeah. Maybe you sell menus, or you can make menus. I used to make menus when I worked at the school. I worked for Aramark. Girl, listen, I worked everywhere. I worked for Aramark. I used to do their menus. Okay. Put certain dishes and recipes. I used to be a floater. I used to go from different schools and cook for certain people, like a sub, but for cookers, for chefs, you know? Yeah. I used to just go help people. I didn't want to work for nobody for too long. But once I got them skills and graduated, you couldn't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's unfolding. Something about a sunflower farm. Maybe you want to move down south. Keys and answers, yes. Maybe you want to move down south. Maybe you feel like maybe if I move away, I have a better chance of living. Because I'm here in Texas, Montana, and Tennessee or Louisiana or something. Or North Carolina, Greenville, North Carolina. Yeah. As long as you know what I'm saying, you're genuine, open-hearted, honest, I feel like you'll prevail. You might be getting a message or an invitation. You might have put in for a job and you confused like, how the fuck did this shit come through like this? Okay? I'm trying to tell you, somebody could have been watching you at work and you about to get a promotion. And it's like I'm about to be homeless, and it's like you probably can't even afford your rent where you are, and you might be getting a promotion to relocate, but you have to change how you're looking. Maybe you're going to get a position where you're able to travel so you don't have to worry about a home. Yeah, this is definitely a career reading. Yeah, all expense paid. Look, global, and we saw this in the beginning. So you could flush all that negative energy, all them blockages right there. Because time is ticking. It's a calling. It's time to mix it up. Here come that bright idea. Look into some shit. Okay? Look into some shit because it's time to celebrate. Success, joy, a raise. I'm telling you, you're emerging. You'll emerge victorious. Prepare for a grand toast. I'm trying to tell you, this is like a promotion. And maybe that's what it was. You changed your perspective. Maybe you took the leap and spirit was like, okay, we see that this person is ready, so we can give them this opportunity. Because you might have been stuck, like I said, for a very long time. Invisible, not being seen, or trying to stay out the way. But staying out the way is not going to get you this new beginning or this manifestation. You got to step out on faith. And this was in the reverse. Look. See what I'm saying? It was in the reverse. It's like you sleeping on yourself. Yeah. But Spirit was like, no more. It's time to tap in. And that was the thing. You might have decided like, okay, I can no longer stay here. I have to figure something out. And maybe you just saying that or just taking that step, shifting your perspective, having that realization. It was like, okay, it's go time. She ready. She ready. Told you. She ready to be happy. He ready to be happy. Now let's see if we put this in their sight, if they're going to notice what we trying to put down. You know what I'm saying? If they're going to catch these keys. Yeah, look, illumination. To see that they could use something to cultivate. Yeah, because their wishes are about to come true. Look, fast changes. And what was I? Didn't I say something about what did I say in the beginning when I came in here? What did I say? No, that was yesterday. I said something about Lucky Charm. Okay, let's break down. What's this perspective? What is it you need to be seeing? Yeah, you need to change your outlook. Maybe you don't like working with people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't believe that you're a healer, bitch. But you are. This is what you're manifesting. It's like you already built. Maybe you have all the knowledge. Maybe you're just scared to apply it. Maybe you're scared to be a public figure. Maybe you're scared of the spotlight. Okay, you like to play the background. Maybe you don't feel like you're healed enough, or maybe you're tired. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you better take some vitamins. What's this perspective? Yeah, look. Queen of Swords, look. Maybe you had to get real honest with yourself last night, and Spirit was like, you want to stay like this, or you want to start standing on some shit and so things could start moving. Or something changed last night, bitch. Yeah, something changed last night. You could have got a couple of dollars, bitch. Ooh, wee. Why am I cursing so much? Maybe that's how you talk. Maybe you feel like you're not going to articulate yourself properly. Maybe you feel like you won't be accepted. Look at Cardi B. Look at Cardi B. Listen, everybody counted Cardi B out. Yeah. Make a choice. Taking that leap of faith. That adventure. Being optimistic. Being curious. Moving forward. Taking that bold step. Yeah. What's this silent skill? Bitch. You are the light. You are the way, baby. You are a healer. Okay? I heard the Galactic Federation backs you. That's what I heard. The Galactic Federation backs you. They approve. Yes. Stepping into the light. All right now. Yeah, walking away. It's time to go. To catch your footing. And the temperance, that was the water and the fire. So you could be an alchemist. It's time to step into your north. Yeah. It's like you're rejecting this new beginning. You gonna reject the Fool card? Girl, what's going on here? Maybe you feel like it's gonna be too much. You keep hiding. That's why I'm telling you, some of y'all are scared of success. Boom. Yeah, you're going to get something that is going to make your inner child smile. Look. Moving on up. Yep, when you get this opportunity, all expense paid, penthouse views, you're going to be like, yo, this is not real. It is. Look at that. Look at that. You're going to have people cheering your name. Oh my God, you're going to be known. Long time coming. So you might even meet somebody, child. Yeah, somebody is definitely watching you. They got their eye on you. This is giving me the energy where somebody's like, somebody but behind the scenes is like, I want her. Find her, bring her to me. That's who I want to work for me. Yeah, bring her to me. And maybe whoever this is, they have a gift to see people who are struggling. They don't even have to say anything. They could have a gift as well where they can see people are struggling, or they having a hard time, or they have a light that they just need help finding. You know what I'm saying? Or help bring forward, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe you kind of like turned yourself off because people, like I said, have disappointed you so much. With that, the way that dog was coughing, barking. Yeah. So you kind of just been secluded, stuck. You know what I'm saying? What's this? Yeah, stuck. I heard so maybe you could be at the airport or somewhere and that's the music they're playing, you're waiting, and you could just be sitting there like, this could be the skybox, and you're just sitting here like, all I had to do was change how I saw my future. All I had to do was change my outlook on where I wanted to be. And remember I said something yesterday about the observer projector confirmation. You want to see a change, or you want a different reel or different movie screen, you have to make that change. Nobody gonna make it for you. Know what I'm saying? You have to bloom into this. What's this dining room? Bitch, I can. Yeah. This could have been a meeting you had. Okay? This could have been a meeting. And you answer the call. They ask you, you know? They could have asked you a question that was so random. So like random. And you might have thought nothing of it. And you answered it like a true star. Okay? And Maybe even maybe it was even like a, you know how you go to do a psychology test and you know they're like, what do you see? And you know what I'm saying? Maybe you told them what you saw and it was something beautiful. Like it would look, it could just look like a pyramid, but the way you broke it down, you was like, oh, I saw a dog who is looking at his owner or his, you know, familiar or whatever, and he's, you know, very proud to be a part of the family, and he walks with such prestige, and he's a golden retriever, and he's like, you painted a whole picture for them. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, wow. You could have went somewhere and they like I told you about my sister. She went, she's a developer, and then, you know, but the way she expressed herself, the way she made you see things, and she was the only black woman on the team. Out of all the people that went, she was the only black woman on the team. Yeah. So maybe you just bring this spark. You bring, look at this. You bring this spark. You bring this fire. You bring this energy. You bring this beauty. Because look at these two cars. These are beautiful. You bring some type of creativity, some type of joy. You know what I'm saying? Some type of regulation within the energy, because you're honest. You can see you're bold. You know what I'm saying? You're clear. You're pure. You're flowing. The energy is free. Child, I love it. Yeah. Whatever this is, you stepped into your calling. This is power right here. This is power. I'm telling you, this could have even been like a celebrity or something. Remember, I came in here and I said somebody could have came into your DMs this morning that looked like your baby daddy or an ex or something, and it fucking scared the shit out of you. Somebody could have messaged you. They want to have a conversation. They want to meet up for coffee. They want to pick your brain. They want to see, you know what I'm saying, if you really that skilled. You know what I'm saying? 5225. So they might want to pick your brain. And you know how it go. I was watching this movie. What was that movie called, child? Yeah. Maybe they're having a conflict or a problem. I don't remember the movie. I don't want to go into it. Yeah, maybe they're... Yeah, look. You about to be so happy and fulfilled. And stable, bitch. After struggling for eons in sadness and regret over partnerships. And you just making a choice toward everything. And I'm going to leave it there. Let's close out. So this is good. This is amazing. You are on the rise. Take that action. Your energy has been restored. Your confidence has been amplified. Okay? You're a healer. Your prayers have been working. Okay? Maybe you are like a prayer warrior or something. You can bring conviction to many. Okay? Maybe you are of the Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? You have Egyptian blood. Okay? Maybe you're the only one who could unlock some shit. Okay? This could even be like, maybe you're supposed to be growing something. Access to greater prosperity is opening up for you slowly. You are growing as you learn more and keep expanding. Yeah. This could even been something you said or admitted to yourself silently, you know? And that shit changed the game for you. This could even been some breath work, or you could have been realizing that you had to start looking at these challenges. Look at the thing. This looked like China or something, or some type of passage, rites of passage. You could be getting initiated. This is what I'm saying. This is a whole lot of fire energy. You got your spark back. You could have even had some type of ascension. You could have just woke up refreshed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you traveled in your dream. You went somewhere in your dream and they gave you some type of healing and you accepted the call. Maybe you came into agreement last night and this was your ancestors. You could have had a dream that you were sitting at a table talking to a glowing fucking head, bitch. Or a dog. Maybe you thought you were talking to a dog, and that's what Spirit's trying to get you to remember. Like, you remember you had the conversation with the dog that they told you they were going to bring certain people into your life, and they were going to show you the certain signs on where it needs to be and how things should unfold. But it's going to start with, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you did here, and then follow up here. See what I'm saying? Yeah. But you're going to get some type of keys. I'm telling you, something happened overnight. You could have had you could have been sweating real bad last night. You might have not known what the hell was going. Yeah, you could have been separated from growth. Now let's close out. 55, 51. 7:37. So y'all could be on a flight. Get excited. Look, fire energy. Yeah, I don't know if you got like a boost in confidence. I don't know. Maybe you took a supplement or something last night. Maybe you got high. You could have took a mushroom. Just, you know what I'm saying? Letting your hair down. Some type of medicine you could have took, or something you took you could have set some type of intention. You could have did some type of candle work. You know, yeah. Started looking into something. You know how sometimes you get buzzed, and you could even have like a little wine cooler or something, and then you get buzzed and you start talking. You could even have smoked some mugwort or something like that, and the download started coming in. Maybe a cigar. You could have smoked a cigar. Okay. You could have even had sex last night, and something just, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what you needed. You needed to release. Because I was hearing that yesterday. I was hearing that yesterday when I was singing that Beyonce song. I heard, who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? She was like, I'm the number one. I'm the only one. Release yourself. So you could have been dancing yesterday. You could have went dancing last night. You know what I'm saying? You could have got high and started dancing around the house, did some type of self-care. Yeah, this looked like you were high because her eyes look glazed. Like, look at her eyes. So you could have been doing some psychedelics last night and ran right into an awakening, bitch. Yeah, you could have been tripping. Thought you was like dreaming and you was really there. You could have been talking to a dog. Bitch, come through, Spirit. Let me get up out of here. I'm out of here. I'm leaving. I'm gone. Close out the reading. I pray that y'all have a wonderful day. Happy 4/4. Yeah, look. Sun card. Okay. Karmic justice. Good energy. Yeah, scales got balanced last night. You found some type of truth out. Okay. You could have just realized, like, why am I playing small? Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, maybe that's what it was. You started looking at some pictures, old vacation pictures, like, girl, you don't let yourself go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm telling you, you could have went out last night and just, yeah. You could have went out last night with some friends or just decided to go to the bar. Yeah. And found yourself. Okay? Yeah, ancestors could have led you to some type of community or to do something, and that changed the game for you. So this is absolutely wonderful. Whatever idea you want to take action on, yeah, Spirit is giving you all the answers right now that you need. Okay, it's being shown to you. This could even be outside. These look like little fairies to me. Maybe when you seen dandelion, daffodils. Okay. Something about wheat. Okay. Something could have happened around Easter. Maybe you need to go back and look at Easter. This could have been some type of something at the beach. Okay. This could even been when somebody passed away. Look at that year. Because remember I said my sister been gone almost. No, it's not. It hasn't been 10 years. Like 8 years. It's been 8 years. So something about 8 to 10, maybe the next 8 to 10 days, maybe you need to look back the past 8 years, 10 years, or 8 to 10 months. Look at the 8th day for the past year. You know what I'm saying? You know how it go, yeah. Look at how the moon cycle have ended out and changed things for you. All right? Something about school too. Go back to when you graduated college, high school, a picture, something. Maybe something somebody said that kind of stuck with you and was embedded in you, and that's what made you kind of like turn down. But you could have recently been doing some type of yoga. You know what I'm saying? Ate some type of chocolate, some type of wheat. Maybe you changed your diet. Maybe you even did a cleanse. I'm seeing some type of green juice or golden milk or something like that. What? I don't listen. Yeah. Yeah, maybe you felt, remember we came in here saying something about a trader. Not a trader, but somebody who was loyal to you, and you could have invested in some type of Ponzi. You realize it was a Ponzi scheme. This could even been like a trip you paid in to go to Egypt, and they fucking, you get there and they don't have your ticket. Nothing is available, like, and you're just sitting here like, what do you mean? Okay? And you just kind of, you done went and did all of that. Bought new clothes, bought everything ready to go just for it. Yeah, they were hiding something from you. Yeah, you thought you was going to go on some type of vacation or something. Yeah. And things just changed. You were so excited, and that shit put you, like, you could have been praying, because I feel like you, like, maybe you want to glow up on these motherfuckers, but don't do it for them. Do it for you if you're going to do it. But somebody could have definitely betrayed you when it come to a home. This could even been like an apartment, for me to say the whole EVI. Maybe somebody scammed you out of a deposit. You know, they told you pay this and then come pick up your keys and whatever. And it wasn't, it was a setup. All right, close off spirit. Yeah, now you need some help. And your water spirits could have been helping you. This is who was here. Okay, this is who was trying to show you something. So you could have definitely got high and definitely could have traveled. You could have jumped timeline this morning. Yeah. I don't know why I've been knocking like this. Somebody could knock like that. But yeah, close out spirit. I call back all my energy purified and cleanse. Call back all the collective energy purified and cleanse. Close out, close out. Something about a horseshoe. You could have even been riding a horse and fell off the horse. Reliable. Yeah. Trust the process. I'm telling you, some of y'all gonna be traveling. Y'all could be moving by water. A whole different country. Especially if you ain't got no kids. Yeah, look. Good energy. Yeah, y'all might be moving to an island. It says stable, determined, predictable, trustworthy, constant, certain, dependable, tried and true, excuse me, responsible, impeccable, loyal, devoted. And then I come in here and you about to meet people that you can actually rely on. You won't have to worry about the ones who betrayed you before. Get excited. Keeps coming out. Let's read it. Feeling very happy, looking forward to something, joy, gratefulness, amazing feeling, enthusiastic, overwhelming bliss and euphoria. I'm trying to tell you. Look at that. I told you, you might even meet somebody. Yeah. You're going to make an agreement, sign a contract. Let's read it. An agreement of action to be taken, having the same opinion, alliance, contract, approval, embracing, settlement, collaboration. You could even have to sue somebody at your job. You might have had to speak up on behalf. You might have had to speak up on something. You could have had to pray about it, and then you took some type of action. I heard affirmative action. And people started seeing something, and stuff started to unfold, honey. Yeah. Different signs and synchronicities. And that's what brought some type of balance. And then this could be even the settlement, the discussion, the lawyer's office, where they calling you in like, okay, here you go, sign this and this and that, and now you gone. Whole new energy. Now you come out like this. I'm telling you. So this could be like a judgment going in your favor. Because we did see the karmic justice in these, remember? Yeah. So, child, this could be a court case you winning. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay, this could even be a promotion. You didn't even think you were up, but somebody saw you and said, I want her. They were like, we don't even know her. That's a complete stranger. It's like, I want her. And he's like, it's, you know what it's giving me? Made in Manhattan. Remember when the congressman came and J-Lo was trying on the women clothes and then whatever? And then they found out that she was, trickster. They found out that she was a maid and stuff. He was like, I don't care. I still want to be with her. Remember? Yeah. It's like, I want her. So this could be somebody in secret who's going to give you an opportunity. Like how I told you I got that DM. Well, I didn't get the DM, but somebody could have sent you a DM. Yeah. All the betrayal you've been through. Spirit's like, no, we're going to bless you with this. Follow the signs. We're going to give you the keys. Answer the call. Open that door. Open that door and lock it behind you. Yeah. All right. Let's get one more and we're done. Ooh. I guess so. Yeah. I told you set your intention. You did something last night. 16. It was 106:16. You did something last night that towered something. Because we've been seeing 77 a lot. It's 7:47, so something is going in order. It was 7:37, now 7:47. So this could be you and a masculine who is supposed to be in union or a soulmate type energy. And I saw it. And that's what I saw when I was looking at the cards before, but I didn't say it. But maybe y'all both set your intentions last night and it's synced. Look, y'all want reliable people around y'all. And it's synced last night. Y'all could have did a ritual. Or y'all were guided to do one. Or look into something. Yeah. Tap in. There go the masculine. I'm trying to tell you. And something will be unlimited. Y'all just have to be patient. Look. Y'all could have ended up at the doctor and crossed paths and didn't even know it. Because I was talking to somebody and they were saying that how, it could be a test. 107:17. That they had a game. And somebody was a cheerleader and somebody was a football player. And they came to both of them, their schools played each other and they didn't even realize it. And I'm like, that's how fate works. That's how fate works. You know what I'm saying? And then they met up in college. What's the odds? So, yeah. Maybe you were trying to control something and spirit was like, no, you are not in control. Like, release control. We got you. We gonna make sure you're good. You know? Same way when I used to go to New Jersey and visit my sister family before she even moved up there. Before she even moved up there. And she would go up there and visit them and they lived at 6K and my baby daddy lived at 6L. Okay? No, not 6L. He lived at 7. I don't remember. But he lived around the corner. And then my sister ended up moving up there. And then she moved right next door to my baby daddy. And then I ended up moving up there. And I lived across from my sister's in-laws. You see what I'm saying? So you just never know how the tables are going to fall. What's really in store, but you have to take the leap, man. That's what life is all about. It's supposed to be experience and things are going to happen, but you just got to know and pray that you're covered and whatever comes, you'll be able to get through it, you know? But I love y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, big up on yourself. You might have had a lot of these people around you and you didn't see it. And maybe you beat yourself up because you might have put your love and all into these people, thought you were building genuine connections and, you know, starting fresh, and you might feel like a fool. And now you just out here like, nah, I'ma just be single. You know, somebody could have even scammed you out of a car. Like, maybe they were just getting over on you left and right, but you didn't know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You didn't know. But damn, this could be somebody at your job. Maybe they ran all over you. Maybe you were always doing other people's job, you know? and other people getting the credit, but somebody was watching, somebody saw. And if it wasn't like a physical person, it was your spirit team. Yeah, they was watching, and they gonna make sure you get this. A King of Wands. Yeah, a lot of passion and desire and drive. Okay, yeah. You getting this. You've been heartbroken enough. All right, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Maybe you watch a lot of tarot for me to say something about tarot. So, yeah, and I saw the Five of Wands with the page. I saw the Five of Wands with the Page of Pentacles. So it could have just been a lot of conflict in tarot land, or you could be realizing that tarot has been conflicting you and making you not take action. It's been having you kind of like stuck in a sense, you know. And maybe they weren't consciously doing it. Maybe it was just the fact that you were keep waiting and searching for answers and wanting more instead of going out and initiating some things, you know. Push it. But yeah, like, share, and subscribe. I will talk to y'all later. I know this ran over. It's going to take a little while to load, but it'll load when it needs to. I love y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Big up on yourself, and have a great week. Toodles.